Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing a short film, independent film. It's a horror thriller directed by Simona and Miroslav Petkov, and it runs for 23 minutes. And the film is called Sin, and I haven't got a trailer for you. However, I do have the link in the description for you to actually go and watch the film. So it's available on Enigma Movie Productions YouTube channel. So this movie follows Father Samuil as he attempts to help, as his attempts to help leads to a wave of violence. So a group of thugs led by Bastuna, aka the Cane, and as he's also called, Stanil, is stalking a priest after he intervened in an altercation between him and his girlfriend Petya. And now Father Samuil is being targeted. I was immediately captivated by his characterization. He is a soft-spoken priest whose duty it is to support and guide people. So it's particularly unfair that he's having to battle with such bigger opponents, and to make matters worse, it's 4 against 1. But they are angry because they believe something happened to their friend Stanil, and that the priest was the last person to see him alive, adding something sinister and mysterious into the film. So these group of thugs are playing a game of cards with their friend Slavin when he tells them about the priest and his background. I like this as it gives the viewer a better look into the priest's personality and why he is the way he is. And there's a flashback scene that pulls the viewer deeper into the story. After watching the flashback, it all starts to make sense. Is the priest really who he says he is? Is he a vigilante on the loose, taking out the trash and making the town a safe place to live? Or is he a maniac with revenge on his mind? I really enjoyed the twists and turns at the end as the truth is finally revealed, and also make sure to watch after the credits when Detective Inspector Kostova, played by one of the directors, Simona, arrives at the priest's house to question him about the recent murders. So this film really made me think about the consequences of helping other people. So it's naturally ingrained in us from when we're small children to help other people selflessly. So then as adults, we're told to stand up for the vulnerable members of our community, and that if we see someone in trouble, we should stop and help them without a thought for our own well-being. But if you watch a lot of true crime cases like I do, I've learned that in some situations it's best not to interfere, especially in a domestic, because in a domestic dispute, sometimes both the victim and the perpetrator get together and fight off the person who's trying to intervene. There have been lots of cases of that happening as well. And this film is a really good example of what can happen when you jump into other people's businesses. So in this scenario, the priest's actions set off a terrible chain of events. So this is yet another profound film by these two directors, which really made me reflect on my own past actions, and it reiterated the point that staying out of other people's issues is usually the safest option. And this short film, so much is said in such a short amount of time, and I really like the demonic and supernatural elements woven through the film. It really grabbed me and added a truly dreadful tone to the overall effect of the film. And what I learned is that everyone has a past. Some reveal it and others choose to live their lives in a lie. The acting, once again, is excellent in that they delivered their roles with total dedication. And yeah, it really does show that in some instances it's best not to help people. Like, I guess you just got to listen to your intuition, and maybe it's just best to step away and call the authorities. And so, and it also taught me that also sometimes justice isn't truly served unless someone actually makes a stand. So, what I really like about Miroslav's and Simona Rose, um, their films always deliver a really good meaning in such a short time. I mean, 23 minutes. I've seen 2 hour productions. Both independent and mainstream that just don't cut it, and then you get a 23-minute short film that can just deliver exactly what a 2 hour film's trying to achieve but doesn't, which is why I really enjoy independent films. And the shorter the better for me, I think, because you've got such a short amount of time to hit the mark, and you either know you have or you haven't after, even a 5-minute film, I've reviewed lots of 5-minute films. I've even reviewed an hour and a minute and 50 seconds, and I mean, even those are really profound. Yeah, so I really like the way that Miroslav, especially, delivers, these really important points in such a short amount of time, and that just shows brilliance when it comes to filming, and that there's a vision, and that vision is kept, on path, which is really good. And there's usually only such a short, not many cast members, but then he's got bigger productions like the Whispers and all that sort of stuff. So I've linked the film to watch in the description. While you're there, it's a really good idea to go and check out his other films as well that are there, because you'll be pleasantly surprised, especially if you're into indie films. I think you'll really, really like these. Yeah, so like I said, it is ready for you to watch. So I highly recommend you go and have a watch and see what I'm talking about. Yeah, thank you, Miroslav and Simona Rose, for such another profound film. Brilliant. I love it when you two collab. Oh, you always collab. But, as directing, you both nail it, because you've got the male side and then you've got the female side coming in. I think that's where the brilliance is. Yeah, well, anyway, that's my opinion. So, yeah, give it a go. And until next time, stay safe out there and take care, and bye for now.